right, hey guys, what's going on? My name is Chris Hawkes, and this is your Best Life Defined. How you doing today? January 5th, 2021. 5 days into the new year, my resolution is rocking, still at it. I think I've lost a pound. Lost a pound. Wow, I think that's water weight from alcohol. You knew that, right? Yeah. So how's your resolution going? I hope you're just still in it. If you've kind of failed or fallen off the wagon, now's the perfect time to jump back on. Let's go ahead and jump back on. Whatever it was, losing weight, being kinder, whatever it was, it has to be significant, and you have to build a story around it so it works, right? That's the ticket right there. And then, of course, you have to take action on it. Do that thing every day, right? Eventually, what will happen is it'll just become a habit for you. We're going to talk about that. We're talking about some other things, but let me ask you this. When's the last time you engaged in any activity that made you just sit down and go, wow? Just like, yeah. It made you feel good inside, like when you go to an amusement park, or maybe you spend the weekend with your best friend in Vegas, or any of those amazing things that you love to do. When's the last time you've had any of that in your life? The cool part is that if you haven't had that in your life, that's where you need to start when it comes to living your best life. And the reason I say this is because it's finding your wow. When you find your wow, that wow, that's those moments in your life that add energy to you. Those moments in your life when you just like wake up and you're like, damn, dude, we got this. We got this. That feels good. Even when it's hard, even when it's difficult, climbing a mountain sucks. Getting to the top is amazing. And actually climbing the mountain doesn't suck because of the mindset that you approach it with, right? I love new adventures. I love doing things and pushing myself beyond what I think I can do. That's just kind of who I am, right? And at the end of it, you're like a hard workout. I'll be like, damn, wow. Can't believe I did that. Or I've had times when my podcasts have really been going good. I'm feeling good about the audience and about the message and about where it's at. And of course, I'm just kind of getting into my own skin and saying, hey, listen, if you like it, listen to it. If you don't, that's fine too, right? But those are all moments when I find my wow. When you find those things that it kind of makes the struggle, like me struggling with sound issues, or maybe I'm struggling with an injury with my workout, it makes those issues worth it in a way, because there's something better waiting for you beyond that, right? How do you find your wow? How do you take your life from where it is right now and you insert some wow into it, something that inspires you? Two sides. You shortcut it. You do like I do, which is you just define it. You say, all right, this is the new rule. Every day I'm going to do this and this and this. And then you do it. Or you can do it the long way, and you can build a story around it. And you look at the outcome and make the outcome so amazing, build it up so much in your mind that you can't resist it. And both methods work. They both work. It just depends on what your motivation is and how you get there. But I can tell you that anything that's worth doing or anything that's worth adding to your life requires you to develop a certain amount of endurance for it, right? You're not just going to wake up every day and feel great about going to the gym. But if you do it for 6 months or for 2 months, when you hit that 2-month mark and you wake up and you're letting your emotions get in the way of what is just a simple cut and dried action, it's a hell of a lot easier for you to go, oh, and I think I'm going to go to the gym anyway. Screw it. This isn't about how I feel. It's about what I want to do, because back in January, I made a resolution that I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work out. And now this is where I'm at, right? I'm kind of excited about it. I'm excited about the wow in my life. The wow in my life is for me to come up with this strategy for inviting you along on my journey to accomplish my goals, right? January 5th, haven't had a drink, worked out every day, working on my calorie intake, still not eating in between meals, which is for me. But watch, it's going to work, and you're going to be along for it. If you have your resolutions going, think about where you are. If you fell off the wagon, that's okay. Get back on, because if you work at this and you focus at this and you take action every day, you're going to have a wow moment. In fact, you're going to have a lot of wow moments, because once you get that win, Once you figure out this recipe works and you start following it every day, man, it's going to just get crazy. Next thing you know, you'll be like, okay, guess what? I just built an airplane. What? I built an airplane. What? You didn't build it. No, I did. After I got done losing weight and I did stop drinking for a year, I figured, well, hell, after that, I can do anything. I'm going to build an airplane. I'm going to build a spaceship. I don't know. Pick it. Pick it, because you have fuel in your tank from that big win, from not drinking for a year, from losing weight, from doing whatever your motivation is, whatever your resolution was 5 days ago. Get your wow factor on. Get your wow factor on. The other thing, big thing for me, and I keep talking about relationships because most of us are in relationships, and the issue that comes with that is that if you're not on the same page, if you're not sitting in a place in your relationship where you can sit down and you can say, hey, listen, let's talk about this, and actually come away from that conversation feeling better about yourself and about your relationship with a clear idea of where you're going to as a couple, you got to work on that. See, I'm giving credit to my wife, you're my partner, my best friend, the person I wake up to every day. For actually this January, it'll be 40 years. Yeah, wow, 40 years of waking up to my best friend. Now, she wasn't always my best friend, just so you know that. There were times in there when I really didn't like her that much, and luckily she didn't like me that much, so it worked out okay. We just kind of stayed away from each other till we got our heads right and decided to start working together again, right? She's my wow. She's my wow factor. Sandy, my wow factor. She's a little fireball. She's just kind of a little. She looks like a robot because she works out with Sydney Cummings on YouTube, and Sydney's a beast. And of course, now my wife's becoming a beast. Not that she hasn't always been one, but just keeps evolving. It's kind of cool to watch her progress. I'm really into it. I mean, that's why I say she's part of my wow factor. So you're looking at you. Let's look at you for a minute and let's say, okay, now where are you right now? What thing in your life would you like to change, add or subtract? Doesn't matter. You can add something to your life that you'd love to do that inspires you, that adds energy and fuel to your life. Or you can take something away that doesn't, that depletes your energy or your resources. And whatever you do, add wow to it. Add something that makes you go, yeah, that's exciting. And even if you haven't accomplished it yet, add something to it that will make you want to accomplish it. And that's the ticket right there. Add something to it that will make you want to accomplish that goal. Add some wow. And that can be anything. It doesn't have to cost you money. It might take a little time. Add some wow. Have some really nice conversations with your partner. Read a book together. Don't talk about what the book says, but read a book together about how to improve your relationship, how to improve your communication skills. Set a goal for yourself to develop and start working on your relationship from the standpoint of being able to talk about tough subjects without having it end in disaster. How do you beat that, man? It's cool. I wake up, my wife's right there. She's sure there's times when it gets a little tense, but with a little reassurance, when I see things are kind of changing and I see my wife kind of pulling back and the shield's starting to come up, I stop. I say, listen, whoa, we're still friends. Or if she responds to me in a way because I've said something and it looks to me like she's angry or she maybe misread what I said, I'll go, whoa, let me explain. Here we go. I'm great. We're good. No reason to look that way. It's okay. We are a team. Team Jaquez, right? That's a wow moment. A moment when for so long in our relationship we would never be able to do that, and now here we sit and we talk to each other like friends, and there's so much respect, and of course there's so much love there. I look at my wife and I think, my God, how blessed can I be, right? And I'm sure she looks at me the same way. But that's some stuff that doesn't take any money. It doesn't really take any time. You already spend that amount of time with your wife, with your husband, with your partner, right? All it requires is for you to make those moments wow moments where she or he's like, wow, what's up with you? What's up? What do you want? right? Because that's how you feel. You've been trucking along in your normal everyday life, and then all of a sudden something changes, and they're like really nice to you, and they're leaning in as they talk to you, and you notice they're touching you more, and it just makes you want to be better, right? It just does, because it feels so good. And when you feel good, guess what happens? You give it back, right? Like, here, oh yeah, we don't have to be all tense about this. Whatever we do, we do. That's fine, right? Rolling on this thing. But the reality is this is, we have one choice. We have choices every day that we can make towards making our life better. Whether it's our relationship, our financial situation, our housing situation, our education, our employment, it doesn't matter where you reach out and go with it. The point is you have to build a story around it. You have to define where you're going, and then you have to start picking steps to get there and climb that ladder. And sometimes you're going to get knocked back down. Sometimes it's just not going to work out. And what do? You show up. You show up every day just like I do, and you go at it again, and you can be discouraged. You can feel like a failure, but the point is, the goal is to take your life from where it is now to where it's going, because where it is going is so much better. Wow, we're debt free. Wow, 2021, December 31st, haven't had a drink in a year. All right. I think I got it going on. I think that's about it for me. Hey, listen, I really appreciate you showing up. I'm trying to get excited about this thing, or I am excited about this thing. I've been really trying to work on my delivery to be a lot more friendly. I tend to come across like a drill sergeant. Now, I get that. That's just kind of the way I am. Don't take it with a grain of salt. It's the message that matters. It's the idea that if you take action in any aspect of your life with the intention of taking it to someplace better than where it is right now, you're on the right track. As always, just remember, kindness is the platform that we work from, and today's your day. Make it a good one.